she's your sister-in-law?
Yes.
Okay.
My brother married her, and my brother thought it would be a good idea if I did the makeup for the wedding.
Okay. So how long did you date his brother before y'all got married?
We've known each other since high school.
Oh, okay.
We dated for 5 years.
And how did you get along with this plaintiff before this incident?
He's never been my favorite person.
Right.
He's always really kind of been a little nasty to me, but I've always tried to, be as polite as I can to him. I do believe that he kind of is trying to drive a wedge in between my husband and I.
So why would you let him do your face on your wedding day?
That was my husband Brian's idea.
Okay.
He suggested we should help him out because he needed money for his rent.
No, that is not true.
Okay, you tell me what happened. I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you. I do not need their money. The thing is, I believe my brother put me up to this as not even a favor, because I feel like I was doing charity work already, giving them a discount, but because he wants us to get along.
Okay.
I have never liked her from day one.
Right.
And I told him...
Why don't you like her?
She's conniving. She is very conniving.
Has she done something to you specifically, or is it just a feeling?
No, she has always just gave out little hints to show me that she's above me.
Right.
And she's messing with the wrong person.
Right.
And
she let
threatening, Your Honor.
Wait a second, but she let you handle her face on her wedding day.
Yeah, because she knows how great I am. She knew she was getting a good deal.
So you are a makeup artist?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and you charge $865 for makeup?
Not for just one person, no.
Okay, what do you charge? Tell me the fees.
So the fee was $325.
That was what you charged her?
Yes.
As the bride?
As the bride.
Okay.
And that is not what went down on her wedding day.
What went down on the wedding day?
On the wedding day, she decided to throw in 5 extra bridesmaids on the day of.
Right. Well, what was that?
It's just makeup.
Wait, excuse me. What is that about that you threw in 5 bridesmaids?
We never decided upon exactly how many. I said I might have extra, and it's just makeup. He should have been able, if he's such a professional, he should have easily been able to help me out.
Let me understand something. You agreed to pay him to do your makeup, though, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so even if you told him I might throw in somebody else, did we talk about what that would cost?
No, that was never discussed ahead of time.
Did you say how much is that going to cost me if I throw in some other girls?
Well, I wasn't sure at the time with the wedding.
Did you say how much is it going to cost me if I... No.
No, ma'am.
You did not. So the day of the wedding, what happened?
So before I touched hands on her ratchet little bridesmaids that are very unattractive women, I went up to her and I was like, listen, I'm going to need to pray to the gods to make this happen. We're going to need to increase the pay.
Are you saying she had 5 ugly bridesmaids?
5.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
No,
If you look
Nobody
at me, you
has
couldn't
5
imagine
ugly.
that my bridesmaids could be much worse.
No, I can, because you know that little rule that girls do where it's like, I have uglier friends than me so that I can be on top.
Right.
That is her.
She's one of those type
She's one of
women.
those.
Right.
So now he's calling me shallow.
Right. So,
He's malicious.
you know what? Has there always been this level of nastiness between you two?
First off, I want to point out exactly how expensive makeup is. And they're right a little bit. I was in pageantry and I had an exceptional makeup artist. He did hair, makeup, photography. I mean, phenomenal person. And I paid $900 for 2 days in a pageant for him to, 1, travel, do my hair, and do my makeup for the 2 days events. If he is at that caliber and he can charge those prices, then she definitely got a deal with him dropping it to the $300 and shouldn't have expected him to do the 5 other women included in her price. To be able to have that type of pricing means that you have that type of client. And that means that your time is that valuable. So you wouldn't just do 5 other people for free when your time could be spent on actual clients who would pay you the money that you're worth. I've always had a problem where friends and family think they should get a discount, especially when you're in a business. I feel like they should want to pay the prices that you charge the most, because if they are trying to support your business, then they wouldn't want to undercut you. But you often find that it's the opposite, that family and friends want a family and friends discount, even though you're using the same amount of product and it's the same amount of time. So that's something to think about. Let's get back.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
absolutely not. We've invited him to dinner.
Right.
He's always been very curt.
Right.
I
I just don't understand what your husband could have said to you that would convince you to allow this man with his attitude to put his hands on your face. So he does your makeup.
He does my makeup for the wedding.
And the girls.
And the girls.
And what
And
happened?
everything turned out great.
Beautiful.
Before I even touched those women, I told her, we got to increase the pay. And she was like, do whatever you got to do, make it happen.
Right. So that's when we get the $865.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened? Why didn't you pay this man?
I did pay this man. He had the check before he even touched any of the girls.
Okay, so
For
you
what we
got
had agreed
paid
on
what?
before.
$865? You
No.
paid him?
Well, I paid him what we had discussed
Which was
before,
what?
before I added the girls.
How much was that?
That was the $300 check.
So you got the $300, she's telling me.
I got a check for $325 that
Okay.
decided to magically bounce at the bank because I don't
gave,
know.
wait a second, you gave him a bounce check?
I would never give him a bounce check.
Let me
Look
see.
at this
You got-
diamond ring. I would never
That
do
my
that.
brother bought you.
You
honey.
got, excuse me, you got a copy of a bounce check?
Yes.
Let me see it. Let her see it too, before I see it.
Oh, she's seen it.
I want to see her see it. Is that a bounce check?
It's a bounce check.
Okay, I don't even need to look at it.
But I paid checks to everyone else
you
at the wedding.
just
It's a lot to
said,
handle.
excuse me, you flashed your diamond and you said, look at this ring. Do I look like I bounce checks? Well, yeah, you do. You gave your brother-in-law a bounce check. How do you explain that, ma'am?
That was not completely my fault. There's a lot of things to pay for at a wedding. There's a lot going on. Everyone else's check went through.
Right.
I can't imagine why his
What
check would
happened?
have bounced.
Okay, so you know you owe him at least the $325.
And I'm very happy to pay that.
Yeah, but you should have paid that
had
before,
the-
excuse me, before we got here. You could have paid that.
There was an instance that happened afterwards.
What happened after that?
So she was writing checks that she could not cash. When people are doing that, they definitely know whether or not they've got the money in the bank. Let's just say that she just didn't have enough money and she wanted the work done and the brother suggested him and she knew she couldn't pay him. It was a lot less embarrassing and a lot less likely that he would have pursued her in court like he's doing because he's the brother of her husband. So if she was thinking about, trying to coordinate who she knew she could pay, it would have been wiser for her to pay the other vendors as opposed to him. So do you think that she schemed that far? Or do you think that it was just an honest mistake? Because she could have paid the other vendors with a debit card or with her checking account where it was automatically drafted and then just wrote him a check knowing that it was going to be a bad check. And if she did that on purpose, then that was a dirty, dirty thing to do to someone who is your family. Not a good way to start a marriage off. With her diamond ring, it also furthers the point that you can't judge a book by its cover. And a lot of times people that have the flashier things usually have a ton of debt. So it's good to know before you start wanting to switch lives with someone else or admire somebody else, what position they are in financially. Let's get back.
After that, the day after the wedding, we went to a wonderful honeymoon in Catalina Island.
Right. That was
And-
right here in California, right?
Exactly.
Isn't
just
that like
the
a
day
boat
after.
ride out there on an island?
We
You could
had a
see it?
wonderful ride.
But you could see that island from the beach. That was
Well,
your honeymoon?
My husband and I decided it would be very special for
Okay.
us. So we took our honeymoon, which turned into our hell moon. And
What
my
happened on your
face-
honeymoon?
My face completely broke out after he applied the makeup. I've never had a reaction before. So,
So, wait,
the
your
day of my
face didn't
honey-
break out until you got over to Catalina Island, though.
Right, so
okay,
right
wait.
after.
When you were walking down the aisle, had your face broken out?
It was itchy, but no, it had
Not
looked
yet.
fine.
When you were taking all those pictures after the ceremony,
That was all
your
fine.
face broken out?
No, it looked great.
Okay, when you were doing the greet line at the reception, had your face broken out?
It was starting to itch.
Had
but-
it broken out?
No, not yet.
Okay, and when you were dancing on the dance floor and dancing with your daddy and your girlfriends and all that, had your face broken out?
No, not yet.
So when you got over there across the water to Catalina Island, all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, and
Your
my face
face-
was never broken out
Let me
before
see
like that.
pictures.
I don't have the pictures. They're on my husband's camera, which is at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, so you're telling me that you're not paying him because your face broke out, but you don't have one picture?
I wouldn't want those pictures.
Where's your husband? Can he tell me about how your face broke out?
My husband has decided to professionally stay out of this.
So he's not here. Anybody else see your face all broken out?
No, we were on our honeymoon. We
Nobody?
were alone. No, I wasn't going to
Nothing?
send pictures
No
to
proof?
my friends or anything like that. I wouldn't
Okay.
want that out.
So I think I'm ready to roll.
I believe someone's not telling the whole truth here. She tried to build her character up based on a ring on her finger, then wound up. He proved that she wrote bad checks. She has no evidence. She got the service that she wanted. She didn't mention if she was allergic to anything. She didn't mention if she was allergic to anything in advance. No proof that the makeup actually caused the breakout. It could have been something else, something she ate or she drank or another product that she used. She doesn't have any proper proof to back up her story at all. At this point, I don't think she's a very trustworthy person, but she has shown qualities of entitlement and the desire to have status without actually earning it. So for me, I think she needs a little bit more personal development to become someone who is worthy of knowing. And it makes total sense why the plaintiff does not trust her and why they don't get along. Because if she's doing this in court where she's supposed to tell the truth, then what do you think she's doing when she's not being held accountable by anybody else? The husband may have wanted them to repair this relationship for the longevity of their marriage and to make a more harmonious state with the family, but I don't think that that's going to happen. This case has just built more resentment and added more proof that she's not a person whose word is reliable. And those are red flags in relationships and friendships. Let's find out the verdict.
Any other evidence you got for me?
A breakdown of everything she owes me.
Let me see the breakdown. $325. Let me just tell you something. When I have somebody come to my house and do my makeup, it costs me $250 and I'm not a bride. Okay? And then to get 5 additional bridesmaids at $200, how much is that?
1,000.
Yeah, but how much? No, $200 total.
Oh.
What is that? $40 a person?
Yep.
He did makeup on wedding day at last minute without notice on 5 ugly women at $40 a person.
I'm telling you, it was charity work.
Okay, and your kit fee, $75. And what is this payment for makeup assistant?
So, because there was 5 women and she had a time crunch of 2 hours,
Right.
I had to call in my assistant.
Right, I understand that. So it's $865. I'm ready to roll. What's going to happen to the relationship after this? Are we going to make up at all?
I mean, we'll see each other at the family reunion.
Right.
You're not touching my face.
Okay, and I also believe you're a liar. Because if all that had happened, you would have brought some pictures in here to show me. And it just so happens that your husband's camera ended up at the bottom of the ocean with your bad pictures on there. I don't believe it. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $865. Good luck to
And
you.
I'm with the judge here because who on earth carries a camera anymore unless you're a professional photographer? Everyone is going to be using their cell phone. So this relationship is not on the mend and the family reunions are going to have some tension. And that was well-deserved money that he earned. So let me know what you think. Do you think that it's ever okay to be at a wedding or a pageant or another event and then add on people last minute? Or do you think that he should have told her, no, that we agreed that I was just doing you, they'll have to do their own makeup? In the pageant world, when something like that happened or there was a schedule mishap, the women wound up just doing their own makeup. And while it wasn't ideal, it wasn't nice, it would have been the proper thing to do, and he could have just turned them away. So should he have stood up for himself there? I think so, but seeing it was his brother's wedding, he may have had more leniency and went with it thinking that she would pay him, and she should have. She was definitely using him and pushing the envelope, feeling like she deserved it. Some people never learn. She's going to fall into that category. But let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below.